Hey everyone, it's Kat here, and I'm here with a walkthrough of this tarot deck called Visions of Life. And this is one that I've mentioned on a different video, and I had said that I've not seen very many walkthroughs of this deck. When I was looking to buy it, of course, every time I want to buy a tarot deck, just like a lot of people, I want to go onto YouTube, find a video, and look at a walkthrough. And I could not find one for this deck. The one that I found, I think, was in Russian, and I don't understand Russian, so I didn't really watch it. But I did notice at the time, I liked the deck, so I bought it, I ordered it, and I'm 95% certain that it's Russian, that it comes from Russia. But I couldn't find an English walkthrough, so I thought I would do one. So this is the box for the deck, and it's just a little tuck box. It's not very good quality, but I mean, it does the job, right? It holds the deck in there. And it comes with this little guidebook. Tarot deck Vision of Life is made in the form of drawn illustrations, which use humor to illuminate different life situations. But despite this, the deck is created for professional work too. It is a very intuitive deck with light energy. Tarot deck Visions of Life is always ready to work to help you find the maximum potential and get the guidance which is necessary to help you find the best answer for any situations. So this is the guidebook, and it just goes through, let's see, and it gives you the name of the card and then some keywords. And then it also gives you the reversal. So I don't read reversals, but if you do, there they are. Now, the interesting thing about this deck is that you have to really go through the deck to find the suits. So the major arcana are pretty, I mean, you can tell that they're major arcana because they've got the numbers on the cards, right? But the suits do not. The suits don't have anything but this. So you really have to go through and figure it out, which I've done. So let's go through the deck, and we'll start with the major arcana. And I'm just going to stop for a second and see if I can fix this camera a little bit. Okay, I think that's better. So this would be 0, and this is the Fool, obviously. You can tell from, young guy being thrown out of the nest, so he's off and he's on his own. And then we would have Ingenuity, which is the Magician. Reflection, which is the High Priestess. And then we have Fertility, which is the Empress. Authority, which is the Emperor, number 4. Conformity, which is the Hierophant, obviously. You can see the religious connotations, kind of like the Hierophant has in some decks. And then the Lovers in relationships. The Chariot, which is action. Strength, which is stamina. And then we have the Hermit, searching. I like that his hat is on backwards. We have 10, Destiny, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And we have 11, Justice, which is responsibility. I'm just going to flip my paper over. I just want to make sure that I don't make a mistake here. So we have 7, which is Waiting, and the Hanged Man, which is pretty fitting. Death, and we have Ending here. And then Temperance, which is balance. Bondage, which is the Devil, also pretty fitting. We have Disappointment, which is the Tower, and that's a pretty earth-shattering scenario on there. And then Hope, which is the Star, so that's 17. Delusion, which is the Moon, 18. Princess and her little frog. And then we have the Sun, which is Enlightenment. Judgment, which is renewal. I like that I like the word renewal for judgments. And then Recognition, which is the World, and you've got the World in the image right there. So that's the major arcana. And I should mention too, this is the backs of the cards, and I like them. I suppose that if I was reading reversals, I wouldn't like the TS there for Taroko Studio. But, you know, so that's the major arcana. So next we have, this is the Suit of Wands. So we have Optimism, Freedom, Growth, Stability, Conflict, Triumph, Rivalry, Rush, Anxious, Stress, Curiosity, so that would be the Page, and Enthusiasm would be the Knight, and then of course we have the Queen, Charm, and the King, who is Motivation. Okay, so this is the Suit of Cups. So we have Contentment, Partnership for the Two, Reunion for the Three, Boredom for the Four, Estrangement, Nostalgia, Illusions, Indifference, Overconfidence, Marriage, and then Romantic for the Page, Dreamer for the Knight. I like the Knights, they're pretty full of character. Sensuality for the Queen with her martini, and Wisdom for the King. So there we have the cups. Next we have the swords. There we go, the swords. And we have decision for the ace. So new decisions. Uncertainty for the two. Disharmony. Isolation. Defeat. Healing. deception, restrictions, sorrow. Look at the little eyebrows down there on the skull. We have treachery. Oops, sorry, treachery. Publicity. I honestly hope you cannot hear the children outside screaming. They've been screaming all day. Somebody's very upset about there. Criticism. Insomnia. And principles. So that's the swords. And last but not least, we have the pentacles. So we have financial stability and profit and loss and achievements. Miser. Poverty. Compassion. So you can see how the themes of these cards go pretty well with the general Rider-Waite-Smith themes of each card. So we have harvest time, which I think would be the 7. Ambitions. Self-sufficiency, which would be the 9. Family matters, obviously, for 10. I just love them. Education for the page. Lover for the knight. Motherhood for the queen. And wealth for the king. So that's the suit of pentacles. So as you can see, even though it's a little bit difficult to find the suits, because they're a little bit, I mean, all you get is that one keyword, and there's no, there's no imagery that's consistent through each card. Like there's no there's no cup, there's nothing that is a recurring theme for the suits. It's just and I was confused when I first got it. I was like, what's going on here? But I've used them quite a bit at this point, and I do kind of like them. I think they're fun. They're fun cards to use. So there we go. That is the Visions of Life from Taroko Studios. And just in case you're wondering, they're not really high gloss. They're more matte than anything else, but they're nice and soft. They're a nice size. They're not too big. So this is, I mean, I have pretty small hands, but they're a nice size, and they're super easy to shuffle. They're a little bit long for me because I have tiny hands, but they're very easy to shuffle. They go together nicely. They don't stick at all. And they're bigger than a regular playing card, but not so big that they're hard to handle. They're just really nice cards. I like the artwork. I think it's fun art. So there we go. So hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Bye.